What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Sony live stream. I am joined here again by one of our Sony experts. We got Jaron on the line. What's going on, Jaron?
Hello. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Little bit of change of scenery. We're not in the office today. We are coming from our home offices to present you with this live stream, but we got a ton of great products for you today and some amazing deals that you don't want to miss on. We have TVs, soundbars, wireless speakers, hearing aids. What else we got, Jaron?
It sounds like we have it all, Francois. I think those are majority of the categories that we're going to cover today, and hopefully everyone out there has a good time with us and gets a lot of good information and a whole lot of good buys. That would be good.
Absolutely. And for those just checking in, we do have the comment section. We will be answering any of your questions that you do have. So make sure you leave your comments. Myself or Jaron will be in the chat answering all those questions. Well, without further ado, let's start us off. And I want to start us off with one of my favorite TVs, and that's the X90L. And it's on sale right now for $200 off, the 65-inch or the 75-inch. Now, why I like the X90L, it's one of my favorite TVs. I actually have the 85-inch version, and you can jump up to that one as well in my basement, and that's my kind of home theater TV setup. 85-inch, 75-inch, 65-inch, whatever fits your room. And for those at home that might be sitting on their couch looking at their TV, you might be wondering, well, how big is too big of a TV? Well, it's 10 inches of screen for every foot you're away from the TV. So if you're 6.5 feet away, 65-inch would be great for you. If you're 7.5 feet away, 75-inch would be good for you. And if you're more than 8.5 feet away, then an 85-inch TV would be fantastic for you. Jaron, do you have anything you love about the X90L?
So the X90L for me, I mean, just the fact that it has a wider range of colors with triluminous being there, and then everything having to do with upscaling. The XR processor is going to take care of that, but in a much different way than people may be used to if they are new to Sony. But if you've been with Sony for a few years, we've been using the XR processor, and it really looks at content in a different way. It looks at it with a cognitive perspective, and that's why it's the world's first cognitive processor, but it looks at it as we look at the world. So it analyzes all different types of things, be it contrast, the color, the background, the detail, all in real time, just to make sure that it delivers the best overall picture performance that a TV can at this point in time.
And the big benefit for those at home watching us right now, well, the cognitive processor XR is honestly like revolutionary, because Sony is just not only a TV manufacturer, but we actually create the content you see on your TV. So major motion films, television shows. We make a little video game console called the PlayStation, right? The PlayStation 5. So because we make all this content, bringing it back into our processing, it's just like a computer. The better the processor, well, the better the performance, right? So with the X90L, you're gonna get one of Sony's top of the line processors, and that's really gonna bring that home entertainment back to you in your living room. And it's a great time to buy with $200 off.
Exactly. And a lot of people, out there looking for a TV, this is, again, a phenomenal product for you to click on the link and add it to your cart and have it on its way to your house in no time. And then that way you can have it installed and enjoy.
And you know what? One of the great features I love about this TV, and also in all of our Sony TVs, it's called living decor. It's something that, if you might have heard of Larry mention this, one of our coworkers, he loves living decor. And with living decor, what that does is actually brings kind of that picture frame in mind. If you want to use your TV kind of as world-class kind of art or photography, or you can also put your family pictures on there as well. So in my living room right now, right over there, I got living decor on, and you have a bunch of family photos just going across the screen. So it's kind of like a little screensaver when you're not using your TV, and something all across all of our models that I absolutely love.
And that's something I enjoy myself as well, just because there is a few different anime themed, I guess, backgrounds within living decor, and within that it also nice lo-fi beats. So if that's something that you want to have on in the background, maybe you're working, maybe you're studying, maybe you're just relaxing, and instead of having the TV on actual content, you just want to have it display something nice and also let you listen to something soothing, then that's definitely an option for the viewers out there that I would highly recommend. That maybe even you already have one of our Sony TVs and you have living decor. If you haven't already checked it out, definitely give it a try.
And the X90L is honestly my go-to TV for all my friends and family members when they're looking for a TV, looking maybe to step up their living room or their home theater TV. The X90L is my go-to because I like saying it's the best bang for your buck, the best technology for the very best price.
And Francois, I would agree with that, just because, our X80, our X85, even our X77L are direct lit. With the X90, you are jumping into a full array television. And of course, we have our tiers above the X90, which is the X93 with mini LED, and the A80 and A95, which are going to be your OLEDs of quantum dot variety. And then, of course, the A80 being the one without quantum dot. But the X90, to get back to your original point, is the best bang for your buck. So if you don't want to spend too much, or you don't have the, or I would say if you don't have the budget to spend X93 or A80 and A95, then this is definitely going to be the perfect TV for you, especially for the size.
Yeah, just 65 and the 75 are $200 off right now, so it's a great purchase.
Definitely.
But you touched on something very important, budget. And I mean, with the economy right now, I know for myself, I'm looking for a secondary TV, and I don't have the budget for the X90L, but a great option would be our 65-inch X80K, because that's on right now. I believe it's $699.
Yes, and that's what I was referring to earlier. And that TV being direct lit is going to give viewers out there great contrast. So if you are watching some of the darker TV shows or darker movies, but you also want to be able to see what's hiding in the shadows within those scenes, this TV will be able to bring that to light much better than our competitors' televisions, which a lot of them out there are edge lit, and it doesn't deliver, again, that great contrast that you would get out of this particular TV.
And the motion upscaling is fantastic. So even if you're watching sports on this TV, it has 240 motion upscaling. So fantastic. You're never going to lose track of the hockey puck or the football. I mean, we got spring right around the corner here, right?
We do. We have, the basketball tournaments going on right now. I know the NBA is heading into their postseason here soon. So if you're watching any of those type of sporting events, it's going to be great for that. But then let's say, you're looking for content. This does house Google TV, which brings all of your content under one umbrella. And Francois, I know you absolutely love that. More than
Yes.
that, you actually absolutely love the profiles that you can create with Google TV.
Oh, absolutely. And with those profiles, because no two people in the household, or at least my household, watch the same thing. So my wife can be watching something completely different than me. So when she signs into her profile, she gets everything recommended based on what she likes and what her preferences are. When I log in, it gives me everything my preference take is. And then when my kids log in, they get recommended everything for them, and I can age restrict it, and I can put time limits on their profile. And when it's 8:30, the TV automatically shuts off because it's time for bed.
Yep, and then that way you're not the bad guy. The TV is, you know, the bad guy essentially, and they just take it on command and it's done.
Yeah, and Google TV is across all of our Sony TVs. So doesn't matter if you're buying the X90L or the X80K, or our next TV we're going to talk about, the X93L. And I know, Jaron, you love the X93L.
You must have seen the smile on my face as you were making note of the model. And one big reason why I love the X93 is because it is a mini LED. And in my opinion, it's the marriage of two worlds. It's that OLED realm to where you want those deep, inky blacks, and it's the, you know, just LED realm to where you want the not the brightest TV you can possibly get, because of course that'll extend your eyes, but a brighter overall experience, so that when you're watching those, be it cartoons or animes, or you're playing a very colorful video game of sorts, you know, it's just going to deliver that impactful HDR experience that basically everyone out here in the world is looking for, while maintaining those deep black levels that everyone appreciates, I would say, at this point.
Yeah, and with mini LED, honestly, you're going to get such a bright TV. So you're going to be able to put it into a well-lit room, and you're not going to have bad reflections on it. It's honestly, if you're looking for the best of the best, you got to go with the X93L.
Definitely, and one of the reasons why it's able to handle, you know, the brightly lit room as well as the dark room is because of the backlight master drive. And with the backlight master drive, it's able to control those zones a lot better than even our full array, and of course more than our direct lit televisions, which are still phenomenal TVs. But if you're trying to get those deeper, inkier blacks, you know, the X93 is able to deliver that, but it's because of the backlight master drive.
Yeah, and it also has the X anti-reflection, right?
And X wide angle. So if you have those, you know, off angle viewing, if you're going to have family members sitting off to the left or to the right, because I know, you know, anyone put in this house is going to make sure they have the best seat. But honestly, with this television, anywhere is the best seat, which makes it another great purchase, or another reason for it being a great purchase.
And another great reason why it's a great purchase, the 65-inch is right now $300 off. So if you're looking at a great time to buy, today's the day.
For sure. I would not pass it up if you are in the market.
So we went over the 65-inch X80K, coming in at a fantastic price point, and that is at $699. We talked about the 65-inch and the 75-inch X90L. Both those TVs are $200 off right now. And then the 65-inch X93L, that is $300 off right now. But you can't have a TV without great audio. Now, all these TVs have great audio to begin with. They're going to be some of the best sounding TVs right out of the box. But when you want that home theater-like experience, Hollywood spends millions of dollars on video production, but they also spend millions of dollars on sound. So if you're only getting the picture and not the sound, you're not getting the whole puzzle together. So I want to talk about some of our soundbar options that we have, and we have the HDA 7000. And this is a 7.1.2 system. So what that means is there's 7 speakers in the front, there's 2 up-firing Dolby Atmos speakers, and there's a dual subwoofer that is built in. That's why it's a 7.1.2 system. And this is a great soundbar that you're able to add accessories to. So we do have subwoofers and rear speakers you can add to get an even fuller experience. And as soon as you add rear speakers, you unlock 360 spatial sound mapping that adds 12 phantom speakers around, so you don't have to drill holes in your ceiling or beside you. It's going to give you kind of 360 audio right in the comfort of your living room.
And hey, Francois, when you mention home theater sound, I don't want to scare the viewers out there into them thinking that this bar is just going to be super loud. And when you mentioned the 7.1.2, just to give a little bit of perspective, there is a channel or a speaker in this sound bar that is designated just for dialogue and vocals. So it's not so much, you know, how loud we can get, but it's how clear you can hear your content. Be it if your content is the news, if it's sports, and of course if it's movies and video games, You want to be able to hear what the people are saying, even music. You want to be able to hear what they're saying, and this soundbar is definitely going to be able to deliver that impactful experience. And then even more so with the peripherals that Francois mentioned, be it the SW3, the SW5 as far as subwoofers are concerned, or the RS3Ss or the RS5s as far as rear speakers are concerned. And if you do happen to go with the RS5s, then you are going to be able to have a rear channel system that can be battery operated. I know we're not specifically talking about these right now, but I did want to make you viewers out there aware of that.
Yeah, up to 14 hours of battery life on those RS5s. So that's an amazing all day sound, right?
Definitely.
Without the wires running everywhere. Now, something I love about the HTA 7000 is what Jaron said is the dedicated channel just for voice and dialogue. And you on the remote, you can actually enhance that dialogue too. So if you do have trouble hearing, let's say the actor or the announcer talk, you can also enhance the dialogue by 2 levels to get either an even cleaner sound.
For sure.
And right now it's $400 off. So what an amazing deal right now on the HTA 7000.
That is a great deal. So anyone out there looking for a home theater-esque bar, but of course going to deliver great overall audio even at the lower volumes, the A7000 is going to be a great purchase for you.
And if you're trying not to break the bank, we have another great soundbar, and that's the HTA 5000. This is a 5.1.2 system. So now we're getting 5 speakers in the front. We still have that dual subwoofer built in, and we still have Dolby Atmos speakers on the top. Because it is our 5000 series, the drivers are a little smaller than the 7000, but this is still going to give you impactful sound. Also available with the subwoofers that Jaron had mentioned, and the rear speakers. So you can kind of mix and match your system based on what kind of TV setup or home theater setup you're looking to get.
And hey, Francois, with this bar, it also does the HDMI 2.1 pass-through. So if you have one of the next-gen gaming consoles, or maybe you have 2 and your TV doesn't yet support because you haven't purchased a X93 or an X90 Sony television, then with this bar, you will be able to pass through that information from the bar to the TV, basically freeing up an HDMI input on your television.
Which is great, and both these soundbars have that, right? They both have the HDMI 2.1 support, they both have voice enhance mode, they both have night mode, and what night mode is, if you do like to listen to really nice crisp audio, but maybe it's bedtime, the kids are asleep, you don't want to wake the family up, you just click on night mode and it eliminates all the really high-pitched sound, all the big low tones, but it still gives you nice crisp dialogue so you can enjoy your movie or entertainment or sports game with nice dialogue and nice crisp sound without waking up the neighborhood or the entire family.
For sure. And again, going back to, hearing the content is the whole reason for getting a sound bar or, just upgrading your audio system in general. And Sony has thought of, I don't want to say all of the ways to make that experience better, but a good portion or a good majority of those ways. And I mean, night mode is almost a no-brainer at this point, and it's used quite frequently in my household.
Oh, yeah.
Even sometimes when no one's asleep, I just want things toned down, but I still want to be able to hear everything nice and clear with some impactful bass. It definitely delivers that.
And talking about bass, if you're looking for audio on the go, we have a wide range of wireless speakers that are on sale right now. And we have the XG300, and that is $150 off. We have the XE300, which is $30 off. And then we have the XB100, which is $10 off. And the great thing about all 3 of these speakers is they're completely waterproof, which I love because summer's right around the corner, bringing it to the pool, the beach, the hot tub. Don't have to worry about your speakers getting wet.
For sure. And then a feature that I like or love about the XB100 that you mentioned is the fact that it also has a UV coating on it. So it's small, it's compact, it's super portable. That's why I'm talking about it. because, you know, maybe you're not going to the beach or to the pool, but maybe you're going hiking, maybe you're going on a camping trip and you want to take some sound with you. This is definitely a pocket friendly or backpack friendly speaker that you can strap onto it and go, and you don't have to worry about your speaker fading or your strap fading. The only thing that's going to fade is the sunset as you watch it over the hills.
Oh, that's clever. I like that. And then if you're looking for a bigger speaker, the XE300 is just going to be larger drivers. So this is great if you want to kind of bring the party with you, or if you want to go one step bigger, the XG300, and that has a little carrying strap, which is
Yes.
very useful when you're on the go, carrying it around. And if you want to be the life of the party, you got to get one of these speakers.
Outside of that speaker sounding great, I think that is my favorite feature of that particular speaker, is that hidden strap, because it makes it so easy to carry around. And then when you're not carrying around, you can pop it down and it keeps it sleek and just looking good as well as sounding great.
And with all these speakers, you can actually download the Music Center app and completely customize the way you listen to your sound. There's custom equalizer in there, and with the XG300, you can actually change the lighting around there's two kind of light bars on the sides of the speaker that you can completely customize the lights and kind of tone it for the type of music you're listening to.
Yep, and I think that would be a fan favorite of our viewers out there that are watching, if they choose to pick this speaker up by clicking the link and adding it to their cart.
Absolutely. And if you're looking for kind of a party speaker, we have two speakers right now that are on sale. We have the XV900 and we also have the XV800. They're both $100 off. Now these are party speakers, so these are very large speakers. We've talked about them in previous live streams, but they're both battery operated. So you can actually unplug them and you can bring them out to the tailgate party. I know we were talking about football seasons around the corner. You can bring them to the beach. You can bring them outside. Perfect barbecue speaker.
I mean, I know there are a lot of springtime sports or just sports in general that are happening. So even if you want to take these to your kids' little league or basketball games or flag football, whatever the case may be, they also have wheels on them. So if you want to wheel them around, you can. And I know I talked about, you know, our Soundbars being all about vocals and clarity, and these speakers are as well, but these speakers are for if you want to turn the volume up and be able to listen to your music without distortion. Because of the X-Balance speakers in these, they're going to allow you to do just that. Turn these up as loud as you want and not have to fear distortion being in your music.
Yeah, and the omnidirectional sound is a feature that I like, because a lot of these party speakers, they just focus on sound going one direction, where these speakers have the omnidirectional sound, so you can hear them from anywhere in the parking lot or in the backyard or at the barbecue, because the omnidirectional sound is something that I love.
Right, I mean, because not everyone is sitting directly in front of the speaker to get the quote-unquote best sound. These speakers allow you to get that omnidirectional sound, which means it sounds great even from behind.
Yep, and it has a mic input too, so if you want to be the kind of DJ, the host of the party, you can plug in a mic, or if you want to do a little guitar solo, it also has a guitar input as well on both these.
And for you viewers out there, because it has a microphone and because we said that it sounds great from all directions, if you can't sing, it's not going to help with that, but it is going to allow, you know, the party to get started and keep going, and people will fall in love with it.
So let us know down below, which one would you go for? Would you go with the biggest one? Would you go with the XV800 or 900, sorry, the XV900, or would you go with the XV800? Just a little bit of a step down, smaller drivers, both very impactful, both have fantastic sound for that next tailgate party of yours.
For sure, or next karaoke night, you know, you get one person on guitar and one person on the mic, or you can have two people on the mic, and there you go.
Yeah. Just set your tablet right on top and load up a karaoke app and you're good to go.
Yes, sir.
Well, talking about loud music and maybe playing loud music your entire life, you might have blown some eardrums or maybe hard of hearing now. And the next products that we do have on sale is our over-the-counter hearing aids, right? And we have the CRE 10s for $9.99, and we have the CRE C10s for $7.99.
I like both of these models. Now, I don't personally have to have them, and I don't have them currently. But later on down the road, or if you all out there again are just hard of hearing, or you want to hear slightly better than you already do, these are going to be two great options for you. As the CRE C10s coming in at $7.99, they fit down in your ear canal, so it is a very discreet hearing aid. And of course, if you're trying to not hide, but be as discreet as possible with what's going on in your personal life, then these are going to be a great option for you.
Absolutely. And because they're over-the-counter hearing aids, we want to make sure you love your product. So they actually have a fantastic return policy. Up to 45 days after purchase, you can return them if they're not the right fit for you.
Correct. So that means that, again, if you're out there and you are hard of hearing or you want to hear better, then give these a try and see how they work for you. On top of them being a discreet over-the-counter hearing aid, they also give you up to 70 hours on the battery life, which is really, really good. So take the full 45 days, test them out. I'm almost certain that you'll enjoy them. It's getting great reviews, so hopefully you all agree.
Right? And let us know in the comments down below. Have you tried these out? Are you willing to give them a try? We'd love to hear from you. And again, we'll reply to any of your comments that you leave down below. Also, let us know where you're checking in from. We'd love to know where you're watching from. If this is your first live stream or you're a returning shopper or customer or viewer, we would love to know. And because we go live each and every month.
Yes. And then one other thing that I meant to mention with the CRE C10s is that they do have the hearing customization app, or our hearing control app. So if you want to go in and customize these for your specific hearing type, then you have the full flexibility to do that as well.
Amazing. So Jaron, just a quick recap. We talked about TVs, we talked about soundbars, we talked about portable speakers, party speakers, over-the-counter, I can't speak apparently.
Over-the-counter
hearing aids. Thank you with that. Over-the-counter hearing aids, all on sale right now. Such a fantastic time to buy. So again, if you're looking for any of these products, now is the time to buy. They are on sale.
I talked about the C10s at length, but the E10s is one that I didn't speak on. And those are, if you can give me the price point on those, because I don't have that information in front of me.
Yeah, it's $9.99 for the CRE E10s.
Yes, and what separates those from the C10s is the fact that these actually come with a charging case, and then they are, I would say, probably a little bit more discreet, maybe not, depending on what you believe, because they fit more like an earbud than fitting down in your ear canal. And with these, you actually get up to 26 hours on a single charge. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's up to 52 hours with the charging case.
That's amazing.
And then as of right
hearing
now,
on the go.
Exactly. And for you iOS device users, as of right now, you can actually use these with that device through Bluetooth, which will allow you to take your music streaming or content streaming with you in the same device.
Awesome. So let us know down below or in the comments on the side which products you are taking home with you today. Which one are you adding to your shopping cart, or perhaps gifting to somebody, because gifting is always a way to make yourself feel better as well.
Absolutely, all year round. It doesn't even have to be a special occasion. It can be a just because gift. I
right?
like those.
The just because gift. So if anyone wants to gift me a TV, I'm just saying, just because. Larry, I'm talking to you. Gotta shout out our boy Larry from Sony. Much appreciated.
And
I know
Larry,
he's watching live.
For sure. And Larry, since you're listening, I'll take a few of the party speakers since they can party connect up to 100 of them. I'm only have a few right now, so I have a ways to go just because, you know?
Right? Yeah, that's a great feature with our party speakers or with our wireless speakers. You can actually combine up to 100 speakers together, which is absolutely unreal.
It is unreal. I don't think anybody else is out there doing it. I mean, the things that Sony does, it's amazing.
Right? So if you haven't already, make sure you follow, you subscribe, you click the like button because we do go live each and every month. We are in the comments right now, so let us know where you're checking in from. But that's it for us. I've been Francois from Sony.
Jaron from Sony, and you'll see me in the comments.
We'll see you in the next live stream.